Part 2 of this video. There's always the slow down of how we're able to receive and integrate things, and then from there we can really speed up and take those lessons to heart and like really be acting within reason and discipline. Part of the truest, highest whole self avatar embodiment journey is increasing discipline. And that doesn't mean being hard on yourself or hurting of yourself or anything. It just means being real and responsible to what you truly feel within your own core and heart. And being able to actualize that through your body and your actions. Being able to respond exactly to what you feel you need to in your own spiritual and your own true whole spectrum, everything human growth and embodiment. And the more and more we step into that, the more and more like more accelerated we will grow actually. But then also in that, the more we will be required to also slow down in a direct reflection, a direct balance, to really feel and integrate everything of which we've been stepping up to in a great challenge, to hit every little layer and level of where we need to heal as the first and foremost of all of our journeys in self-mastery and ascending mastery, and in avatar whole, truly holy self embodiment is the healing and is the ever continuation of clearing, energetic, mental and emotional purifying and clearing, to allow ourselves to even more so be honed together in that immacularity of the path that comes up to us in feelings and visions that we know we want to be and want to create in this world. And feeling with all that spirit being on that increasingly, and clearing everything and healing everything along the way that is in opposition or holding back from that, which requires us to truly get deeper and deeper and more nurturingly softer and intimate with our own bodies, physical, mental and emotional, past, present, and future of the inner child and or adult self, and or then connecting into the collective and everything else, which just comes down to focusing on our own self. Excuse me. And what we need to work on, heal and clear. They're allowing ourselves to relax and open up to the entire world collective consciousness and other people and everywhere in all different places and spaces of experience all the time through the journey, so that we have increasingly open compassion. Increasingly openly are we compassionately actualizing our missions, our purposes, our divine purposes, and the things that we want to create and do in the respect and in absolute whole reverence for others and their journeys, for all forms of life and all that we connect with and what we're doing, for the completion and awareness, for that immaculate clarity of compassion, and being able to slow down with so much patience and fill with all that living divine love to actually work with those specific aspects of the collective or of ourselves, of other people, other beings, all animals and plants or otherwise, that we are directly working with or feel like we're influencing within the energetics, expanding out to the collective, which could also just go into doing grid work, energetic work for the collective, connecting with the Earth's grids right now, new ones that are coming online right now, which is a whole other subject. But that we are actively co-creating, all of us, by the choices of being our true avatar selves and actually immersing ourselves into the fabric or creationary fields of consciousness throughout all life and all creation on this planet and beyond, so that all is together as that one entire whole collective body. Just the same as we're individually working with ourselves, does it always call constantly we work with the infinite expanded collective, or a call to expand ourselves to work with everyone here and beyond the earth and all time space dimension in so much aware, compassionate, patient love? Increasingly bringing all of our power into all those vulnerable spaces that need to be felt and be seen, be heard, to be expressed with ourselves as with the collective, and allowing us to really follow the paths of when we're creating and doing things, to be vulnerably open with that. That's kind of a different side thing, so, but still on point. Oh yeah. So I guess what I mean there too is like all the points in ourselves or in others in the collective that are sensitive, that need love, that need so much more healing, in a remembrance of the true home within them, within their divine loving God's love of our hearts, parts of ourselves, and focusing on how that works with the whole world and collective and connects back into our collective heart, our soul, holy source center as a collective as well. So all this is just resourcing back to that home and that original point, that God conscious, originally creationary, living, creative, conscious point of all life. So as avatar beings, what we're doing is we're opening up to allow that to flow through us and channel through us. The original core templates of creationary consciousness or conscious awareness, because consciousness itself, like I said, it creates and it is and makes up everything, because everything that we place our awareness or attention or focus on is channeling consciousness, whatever degree or fractal or percentage or part of source consciousness, into a thing to bring it into creation. And it's with whatever energy that we're putting into that is what's going to be imbibed with or filled with or created with. So that's why it's so crucial, the inner healing, the inner work, the clarity, the mastery to a greater immacularity of all of our ways of being. That is number one along the way of everything that we do externally with everyone else, externally for the mission, to increasingly connect in with that whole living compassionate love again, but not to get too loopy. Don't have my phone stand right now, so just holding it up. Yeah. So I'm endeavoring myself to get back to these videos, to get back to live streams where I can talk about this more in depth and in a more free or open space. But having the structure of this time in this video is very helpful right now as well for me. Because, I've been going through my own individual mastery and human journey, which is bringing me to really get deep into my root chakra, really get deep into clearing and healing that, and get deep into my body in every way to take care of myself and my own security of life. Maybe that's something that comes more naturally and normal to everybody, to a lot of people, and in most people in this world, it does within the lower three chakras, but in a false sense of being distorted with the false energies of this matrix or Maya. And so what we're doing is clarifying and purifying our energy centers, our light bodies and energy bodies, into the physical of all energies that are not of the living, organic, true matrix of reality for this 3D human experience. And grounding in from the highest dimensions, like our 12th dimensional and higher as well, whole human avatar beingness. Because we can always connect to any time, space, dimension as much as we want, and as much as we're willing to open up and expand and really connect into, really tap into in a more than just brain or mind or third eye aspect of which we all have, and which is just a receiver and connection point to all multidimensional reality, connecting to our hearts and our bodies in a full spectrum of understanding and experience of what anything means that we ever connect into and tap into as humans with these sacred bio-spiritual technologies of these bodies that are able to really sensitively, actually sensory on every layer and level, receive and feel and experience things, to be able to house them and house those understandings, house those frequencies and energies in a unified, clear sense of responsibility. As holy God source fractal embodying avatar beings, Holy, I like to say holy as like with a W, so it's like just wholeness. Holy. So it all comes down to an increasing dedication through that discipline of ourselves on the path. Through the structurization and organization of self into other things, through utilizing actual time. Because a lot of people in spiritual community try to say there's no such thing as time. Okay, maybe if you're in the absolute living moment and you let everything else dissolve away, and in higher dimensions where time and space really more so viscerally become like almost the same thing, or like an interchangeably expression of each other, an interchangeable expression of one another, of how things structure and actually land in reality, then yeah. But in how like quantumly the past, present, and future can culminate together as one in the unified living moment, yeah. But at the same time, no. Because that there's still a sense of like those that provide structure and a flow of each other. And the fact is that us here in these human 3D worlds, that time is a real thing. And yes, emotionally, mentally, are we affected quantumly from our past, present, and future, energetically? But to bring that here now and actually utilizes the structure of time to accelerate and direct us on the paths more of our missions and purposes. And the highest importance of what it comes down to in our mastery in every layer and level. In the macro and in the most subtle, from every cell of our body, DNA and genetics, down through to all the electrons, into the biophotons of these bodies, into the subtle, I guess you could say non-material, but still affects into this material, subatomic dimensional realms or something. Subatomic dimensional realms which tuning into those subtleties allows us to become greater aware, slowed down masters of everything that we say, do, feel, and experience, to direct us in greater, whole, full, living, conscious, loving awareness to every layer and level of our beings, physically, energetically, within all of our multidimensionality. Because that is the point, to become fully self-autonomous, sovereign, whole, living soul source embodied beings. The avatar path. Every one of our feelings and emotions matter, in the vulnerability and in the play of creation as humans. So never deny yourself. Increasingly love yourself and allow yourself to express within clear reason, within whole unified benevolence, responsibly with yourself, with others, and with things you're doing, as is aware that you can or need to, in the highest immacularity of true meaning and true feeling expressions of what you really truly mean to share and express and connect with others within the purest ways. Felt like really adding that in here at the end. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in to today's remindings. More and more to come. Be getting back to the live streams soon here, very much so. And I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good. There's a lot of good ideas I have coming out for you guys for some healings and clearings and things for us to more involvingly do, as well as for me to just simply share and offer. Love you.